to disagree with that.
Why is the media
Yeah,
being ashamed
seriously.
of Hillary?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
The media is only covering the pro-Hillary side right here. Cameras everywhere. Where are the cameras on the pro-Bernie people? This is
Don't
DNC
diminish
Leaks
our
in action.
rights.
This is the DNC Leaks right in action. The media is propagandizing for Hillary, ignoring the Bernie supporter.
And saying
This
that
is
we're
all
Trump
lies.
supporters
Right.
to diminish us.
They don't
and
want
to
to talk
make
to
us,
you.
Yeah,
They're only
absolutely.
gonna talk to the
They
Hillary
want to
people.
close their ears like they
WikiLeaks
have from
right
the very
here.
beginning of these
WikiLeaks
primaries.
right here.
But people are talking
It's
to
real
Bernie
time.
people all over the place.
It's like you don't
I think
understand
they're
This
just
guy,
talking-
but to be saying that these people who are protesting for equal rights and that the Democratic National Party is actually a true progressive party, and to say that we're actually working for Trump is an insult to all of us, all the Bernie voters that sent us here. It is ridiculous.
You know,
he should go home.
You know that a lot of Bernie supporters actually said that about other people when they didn't support Bernie, that they were actually Bernie supporters, they were Trump supporters.
Well, that's it. No, they didn't. No,
Actually,
they didn't.
I-
No, they didn't.
Hi.
Absolutely
Ma'am,
not. Get
ma'am,
out
you're
of
telling
here.
it to me as someone who was specifically told he was a
By
Trump,
one person?
Not one person.
One person.
By waves
What?
of people.
All right.
My name is Elon James White.
I'm
I
Maggie
run a
King.
I run a media organization.
All right.
I can tell you right now.
I'm going
that
to
it's
say
not the
right
case.
now to diminish what these people are doing, their
I'm not
right to
trying to diminish.
protest,
I
and to
feel like
say
people
that
can
they
protest.
are supporting Trump, a fascist pig,
yeah,
is
it's terrible.
ridiculous.
It's terrible.
That man is diminishing our right to demand a more progressive Democratic Party.
What their point of view is, then you can say you're the Democratic Party and everybody's inclusive, but until you know what they're feeling, until you know what they want, it is, you can say, well, these petulant children, like this gentleman over here was saying, despite being a Bernie delegate, which I don't get.
I don't get it either.
These people have valid points of view.
We're trying to change it.
Black Lives Matter, all protest movements, no matter what it is.
I mean, but okay, when you bring up like Black Lives Matter, that was something that a lot of Bernie supporters actually fought tooth and nail because they were upset because they felt as if they weren't giving him a fair shake, even though Bernie had multiple opportunities to specifically speak on certain issues.
So in May or whatever it was, they interrupted Bernie's speech.
And where?
In May last year.
Actually, it was July.
Okay, so they interrupted Bernie's speech.
And actually, it wasn't Bernie's speech. They interrupted O'Malley and Bernie at a town hall.
Okay.
But they interrupted Bernie. And
No,
this
they interrupted Netroots Nation. They weren't, and Bernie just happened to be there.
He was
That's
on the
different.
stage.
He was on
and
the
he
stage.
let them speak.
He's
been the most
that's
respectful
That's
to this
actually not
movement.
what happened.
Okay, but
All right.
I was there.
But my point is,
I was there.
my point doesn't change.
We
My
saw
point
it
doesn't
too.
change.
It's
But
social
I was
media.
really in the
I know,
room.
but
I'm
we saw
telling
it
you
too.
right now.
Listen,
O'Malley
we are
was-
trying to
O'Malley
change.
initially was
I can't get my
interrupted.
point
Then
across.
Bernie was there.
It's too much. I don't know. If you want to ask who's going to be better to let back on Black Lives Matter.
He gave Black Lives Matter the platform.
Actually, he didn't.
Yeah, he
Actually,
did.
actually, I can make the
But
argument
But do you,
against that.
if I can ask you, after,
So the camera
can I
lies.
ask you something?
So your camera lies too?
No, my camera doesn't lie, but I can give you information that perhaps you might not be aware of.
Can I ask you a question? So regardless of the situation, they
And Hillary's
protested Bernie Sanders in whatever form it was. I don't
She puts
recall
him
the
in
exact.
jail.
Yeah, exactly.
But do you feel there was some point where Bernie Sanders ended up listening to Black Lives Matter and they stopped protesting him? Is that accurate?
No.
Okay.
Actually, what happened was Bernie was being dragged through the media quite a bit, from Netroots to the action in Seattle to his commentary at the town hall in Minneapolis. What happened was Bernie was constantly pushed and asked certain questions, and Bernie had a hard time answering those questions. And Black Lives Matter never stopped protesting Bernie, but actually, in all honesty, they were protesting the Democratic Party. Bernie took that very, very personally initially because it was O'Malley and him that got protested. I was there when it happened.
Do you feel?
First of all, I am not a Hillary. I'm not a Hillary supporter.
Do you
hands
feel?
down.
Do you feel that the?
I think for fairness.
Do you feel that the-
I think for fairness, you should explain to us what's Hillary's position on Black Lives Matter.
But the point is that I'm not a Hillary supporter.
I didn't
so
ask that. I asked what is her position. Give us a fair assessment of that.
Well, fair assessment. I believe that Hillary has not given a day one plan, which is what I have asked for from both candidates, and why I haven't shown my support behind either of them.
What do you feel about?
Speaking, do you think she's given a more progressive progressive platform for Black Lives Matter?
Actually, yes. She gave the best speech. First of all, their racial justice speeches, racial justice platforms were basically negligible in what they were going to do. She gave one, Bernie gave one. In the end, Clinton actually gave a more concise speech on what was necessary and what needs to happen and the issues within Black America. Now, do I support Hillary? Not even a little bit. I actually am very anti-Hillary. I believe that she has not given a day one plan or a first 100-day plan to deal with the issues that are Black death.
What's your opinion of Bernie Sanders' racial justice plan?
I found the same issue that I find with Hillary's. There was no timeline. He did not actually lay out when he was going to do any of these things or how he was going to do them. And that's why I couldn't throw my support behind him, and that's why I currently can't throw my support behind Hillary.
Fair enough. Thank you for answering my questions.
Not a problem, sir.
All right.